Yeah, hi there, and I am Michael Buckoff, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at Stealth, the TOEFL online course, the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And these comments, let me take a look at your name. You made a comment over at my TOEFL IBT study guide portion of my website, and thank you for the information that you've given me. I think I can give you some very, very accurate information to help you with your study plan. So these comments are for Hudy. So let's take a look at your situation. So you say, my name is Hudy, I'm a university student. I got my TOEFL score, which was 76. So you scored 13 points on the reading, you had 24 points on the listening, you had 17 points on the writing, and then you had 22 points on the speaking. So in your case, you say, I have 1 year and a few months until I graduate. After graduation, I will need a TOEFL score of 100 so I can apply for a master's degree abroad. I need to improve my reading, writing, and speaking. For me, the reading part was the hardest. The time was up before I even finished half of the questions. So the questions were very confusing. I kept forgetting the questions while reading the paragraphs. I really need your advice of how I should spend my time to reach my target TOEFL score. Thank you so much. You say additional information. My finals are close. So for now, I'm willing to study. You say 1 to 2 hours a week. I will try to increase that next semester. I'm going to say 1 to 2 hours a week is probably not enough. Even 1 to 2 hours a day is really not that much when you consider, what you're trying to do. But let me give you some suggestions. So with your reading, part of your problem with the reading is you're probably having some problems with vocabulary. You're also having some problems with what's called your reading speed, and that's making it difficult for you to concentrate and also to complete those reading passages in the given time constraints. So I have 5 specific recommendations to help you with your reading problems, right? So let's go over each of those. Number 1, as much as you can each week between now and a year from now, you want to try to spend about 45 to 60 minutes of reading each day. Read magazines, newspapers, and longer books. This is going to be very, very helpful for you. Now, secondly, you also want to spend about 45 to 60 minutes each day with listening, practicing listening materials. Especially pay attention to news programs, documentary programs, history, and above all, the most important thing is science type programs. So you need a little bit more exposure to the language. And your listening is already pretty good, but when you're doing the listening materials, take notes. And as you're taking those notes, you can either write a summary of what you have just listened to, or you can orally summarize that information. And that's going to help you both with your integrated writing and integrated speaking areas. And of course, with the reading, just the fact that you're trying to read on a regular basis, that's going to help you learn to concentrate better with your reading passages. Now, also with the reading, you need to build your vocabulary. This is very important. And my online course has 1,700 TOEFL words or college level words. If you can learn those words, of course it's going to take you some time, and that's going to help you do much better. So learning those 1,700 words is a great step in helping you improve your reading. Now the third idea is you really need to improve that reading speed. My online course has over 70 different speed reading tests, and the purpose is to help build your reading speed from 100 to 350 words per minute, and that's going to help solve a lot of the problems you're having with the reading area. The fourth thing that you need to do to improve your reading is you want to become more aware of the TOEFL IBT reading question types. and the strategies for answering them. And then the fifth thing you want to do is to complete TOEFL reading level practice tests so you can have a chance to go over the answers and to see what kinds of mistakes you're making and which questions, which reading question types are giving you the most difficulty. So really, Hudy, to improve the reading is a combination, I think, of reading extensively every day, building your vocabulary, increasing your reading speed, becoming more familiar with the IBT reading question types and the strategies for answering them, and completing IBT level reading practice tests. You do those 5 things, and that's going to really help you. Now, I recommend you have so much time right now, so you're thinking in advance, and you're giving yourself plenty of time to solve these problems. So for the first few months, what you want to do is focus on the extensive reading, building the vocabulary, and increasing the reading speed. These are the 3 most important things that you want to do over the next few months to begin improving your reading, right? So those are some of my suggestions right now. Now, at this point, I'm not going to really suggest a specific study guide because you have so much time. So I'm going to just say once you make your payment, you will have complete access to all 630 of my lessons. And what you can do is each day you can pick a lesson from each area. You might do like a vocabulary and maybe a pronunciation lesson. Maybe on Monday, then on Tuesday you can do a grammar and maybe a listening lesson. The next day you can do a reading, maybe a writing lesson, and then maybe a speaking lesson on another day. So each week, just start going through the different lessons in my 7 steps, and I think over the next few months, especially if you use my course for a year, you will have plenty of time to go over, I think, all of the lessons and all the different sections of my course. All right, now remember though, the reading extensively thing, this is in addition to any lessons that you complete at my course. It's important that you have exposure to the language through reading authentic reading passages. Like I said, things like newspapers, magazines, and longer books. All right, so those would be some of my suggestions right now. I'll be more than happy to have you as a student, and to give you a general idea, to go from 76 to 100 obviously is not easy. However, you have a year, and I think you can probably reach your goal within about, I'm going to say anywhere from 3 to 6 months. However, if you're only spending, I think that you said 1 to 2 hours a week, you know, that's not going to be very much time at all. And I would not recommend only studying 1 to 2 hours a week. That's just not going to be enough. You probably want to study, I would say, at least an hour a day. So at least 7 hours a week for the next year, you're spending time devoted to building your English proficiency. And that's going to be very beneficial for you. But anyway, Hudy, thank you very much. Happy holidays. It's kind of the Christmas time of year here in the United States. And thank you for your comments. I hope that your final exams go well for you and that you end up with a great GPA this semester. And anyway, have a great day.